All right, so we're on page 115 of chapter 5. Let's take a look at 2A. First off, let's take a look at the key signature. We have 7 flats. Man, that's a lot of flats. Who would do that to us? Why not just write this in B major? Idiot. Okay? But they wrote this in C flat major. I am sorry. Some composers do this. They should be fired. But they're not. Because, I don't know, because C flat major exists. Oh well. All right, let's talk about C flat major. C flat major has 7 flats. Well, that means you have 5 black keys and 2 white keys. Okay? So I'm going to highlight the white keys. Because that's, those are the ones that are going to be different. So we have a C flat, which is the same as B. And we have an F flat, which is the same as E. All right, so I'm just highlighting my white keys here to give myself a little guidance. All my F's and C's, that's what I'm highlighting. Let's see, did I miss anything? There's a C up here. Let's see, there's a C here. Let's see here as well. Let me just double check. I think that's everything. All right. And I'm going to actually make this a little easier for myself too. I'm actually going to go in and write B here, and B here, and E here. Because guess what? This is your music. You can write whatever you need to. No rule against it. Mark your music in a way that makes it easiest for you to learn. Okay? All right. Now, as far as the black keys are concerned, there are always going to be either 2 black keys or 3 black keys. So let's take a look at determining the fingering first of all for the left hand. Now, we know from playing our scales so far that we generally do not use our thumb on black keys. And we're going to follow that kind of rule as a guideline here. So let's find the white keys. Here's an E. That E is going to be first finger in the left hand. Why? Because it's a white key. Now the B is the lowest note, so we don't need to worry about that. Okay? We do know that we're going to use a thumb on that E, that F flat. Okay? And we just need to determine the rest of the finger numbers. Now, 2 black keys, just like in B major, is always going to be 3 and 2. Always. So I'm going to fill that in now. So the D flat and the E flat is going to be 3, 2. All the D flats are going to be 3. All the E flats are going to be 2. Just like that. E flat's going to be 2. D flat's going to be 3. I'm just going to go through and mark all of my D flats and E flats respectively. Now, if I'm using third finger on D flat, then what finger makes sense on the B, the C flat? Well, fourth finger does. So that's what I'm going to fill in now. So it starts on fourth finger. So all of the low B's are going to be fourth finger. And that leaves us with just the G flat and the A flat here. The G flat and the A flat. Okay? And we're going to cross over to 3, 2 on those. Like that. So now before we actually take time to actually try to play this, let's just look at what it looks like on the piano. It's pretty straightforward. Left hand starts fourth finger on C flat, which is an harmonic to B. Try that with me. So fourth finger on B or C flat. Third finger on D flat. second finger on E flat, thumb on F flat or E natural, then cross the third finger on G flat, second finger on A flat, and back down. G flat, third finger, back to your thumb on F flat or E, then two black keys, 2, 3, and fourth finger on B natural. Okay. So once you're comfortable with that, then we're ready to play this. Okay. Let's try this left hand by itself. Here we go. Starting on fourth finger on the C flat or B. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and now E, G flat, A and 3, back down to 1, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, crossover, 3, 2 and 2 and 3, thumb on E, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. So get comfortable with that. Once you're comfortable with that, then we can do the right hand here. So the right hand starts with C flat and G flat, which is a perfect fifth. 1, 5. Okay, it does it again on bar 3. On bar 4, the thumb goes down to a B flat. Top note stays a G flat. Bar 5 goes back to the C flat. Now in bar 6, we wrote in the notes, you're actually playing E and B. And the next measure, when you have G flat and B, you're going to use the fingers 2, 5, and then 1, 4, then 1, 5. Let's try the last 3 chords. So the right hand plays second finger on G flat, fifth finger on C flat, which is B, and then it goes to thumb on E, fourth finger on B flat, and in the final measure, thumb goes down to E flat, fifth finger plays C flat or B, like that. And that's the trickiest part of the right hand here. Let's try that again. So G flat, C flat, down to F flat, B flat, and down to E flat, C flat. And then let's try it in time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Let's do that again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. And now let's do the whole right hand together. Starting on C flat and G flat. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and now go down to B flat and 2 and 3 and 4, back to B, 1 and 2 and 3. Now shift up to E and B, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Then the last 3 chords, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. And now we're going to put this together, hands together, very slowly. So right hand starts on C flat and G flat. Left hand starts 4th finger on the C flat or B. Let's take it very slowly. Here we go. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Right hand. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Shift back down. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and now go down to B flat on the right hand and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 back to B, 2 and 3 and 4. Now shift up to EB, 1, EB, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 5 and 3, E, B flat, 4, B, E flat, B. And feel free to play this as slow as you need to.